Hey, Rose. Oh. Hey, Mom. Okay, so take this off real quick. It was cold here in the greenhouse. I had been working out in the yard in the sun, and it was quite warm. But I had to put my jacket back on when I got into the greenhouse. And now the sun's coming in, so anyways, what I'm doing right now is I am potting my bee balm. And at this point, holy crud, 1, 2, 3, off that one, yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 3 pretty good sized ones here. Look at that. This is from the Spillarton mix. And I want to say that these are more like pinks and purples and, you know, that type of thing. Whereas the one that I did earlier, let me grab it. I'm not sure how it's going to do because I have a feeling that was part of this plant. Anyways, this is the Panorama Red. That one looks really good. That had just such a great root ball. Oh my goodness. And this was in the pot with it. So I'm basically just splitting, separating I should say, and up potting. So let's get started. So I'm not putting anything in here other than fresh potting soil, and the reason for that is they're gonna go in the ground here really soon, and I'm going to amend the soil, so I don't want to, you know, we'll just do it one time. It's gonna be, golly, I want to say maybe Sunday or Monday. So we're only a few days away from planting these up. Some of them are a little smaller than others, so I'm going to hold those back and baby them until they get big enough to handle the heat out here. Or I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, so I have one ready. And so let me grab some more soil. What did I say? 3 with the possibility of a 4th in there. Okay, so let me put soil in these. And I know, Mom, you were asking what I use, so let me show you. So it's this, the Spelma Organic Potting Mix. You'll hear me say Spelma a lot. I use their products. So I also use other things, but typically, since I started using Espelma, I haven't needed the other things that I purchased to supplement with. So, you know, that's a good thing, right? Okay, so I've got 3 ready. I watered these really good, like they're ridiculously wet right now, so hopefully I'll be able to separate them relatively easily. Look, roots are coming out the bottom. Here it comes. actually, it is just 3 plants. Okay, that is going to make my job so much easier. But look, that's a lot of roots, yo. Alright, so what I have to do is just basically break this down, starting at the bottom. Just very easily tease the dirt out, because the dirt is locking the roots in place, and I need them to separate without too much loss. So here we go. Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah, I'm not sure if wetting it down makes it better or worse. Honestly. Probably better. I'm sure it's better. But goodness, I should have done this a long time ago. I've just been so busy with getting the ground ready. But wait till I show you what we've done this morning, where we're at, and what I expect to have done by the end of the weekend. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. Okay, I feel like the wind's picking up a little bit, and I want to put my coat back on. What is that? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oops. So I'm really looking forward to putting this bee balm out, because once it establishes itself, we're going to have some spectacular color out there, as well as pollinator action. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely putting my coat back on, because I'm still kind of in the shade in here. Plus, it's like a wind tunnel in this greenhouse, and the zippers are broke, so I can't really close it. And oh my goodness, hold on. Oh yeah. Anyways, it's like a wind tunnel. You know, the zippers are broke on both sides now. In fact, Brett and I were talking about that this morning. We were saying that, you know, he was pricing out the difference between, the difference between just purchasing a cover, replacing the cover, or just buying a new one altogether. But we don't need a new one. So he did the pricing, and he realized that we're just buying, you know, we do not need anything more than just the cover. We're fine. This is a good frame. Brett put in some really good structural aspects to it. And it's going to be hard enough to replace that. It's going to be hard enough to replace the cover, let alone have to pull the frame out. Yeah, no, we're good. We don't need anything bigger than this. I mean, I would like something bigger, but this greenhouse works. If we owned this home, I would absolutely be wanting something bigger or different. Maybe different is the right word. Okay, so this is such a slow process. It's such a slow process. I just felt root rip. And that's why it's such a slow process. Okay. These are pretty well established root balls here. Thanks. You know, I was talking to you about Isabella's service project this year, and boy, that girl, she is so relieved that it's over. It's done. It's just, she said it's been very stressful, but that's probably because she's a procrastinator from the land of procrastination. I think, you know, she comes by that honestly, I'm afraid to say. In any event, I should probably leave a ball cap out here for times when I need a hat, but I don't need all of this. I just needed something to stop the glare. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you right now, I feel I'm so tempted just to pull these apart and let the chips fall where they may. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, here we go. There's a good way. That's good. Oh, I like that. All right, that's coming up. Oops. I felt a rip. Oops. Again, the wrap. All right, that was good. Is that a separate one? Oh my gosh. Jesus. Okay. Well, that was fun. Let me see what's going on here. I can't hardly see because of the glare. Anyways, let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry. Okay. I told you it's a wind tunnel in here. Okay. Here we go. I think that is actually... yep. Okay, that's going to go... Shoot. Wait, that's so... I can't even remember. What were we talking about before that thing fell? Oh, that's way too wet, but here we go. Here we go again. Oh, get in there, baby. Put your little feet in the soil. Oh my God. I watered heavily and then I drained it, but boy. Okay, we're gonna let that guy have some time to grow up a little before we up-pot him. However, so anyway, so she's glad that the service project is over. When they present, there's Q&A. Because it's not a singular thing. It's usually, it's a group project. Remember I told you it kind of went throughout several different classes of hers. And so it was very thoughtful and thorough, and they picked working service for raccoons. And so they had to go to the ponds back behind the BART station. And basically, it belongs to the regional service, right? Whoever takes care of Coyote Hills also takes care of the ponds. So they would have to check in, and they would be given tasks to do, and some of these tasks involved whose is this? Hold on. Oh shoot, I think that root belonged to that one. Got it. Anyways, they would be given tasks that they would have to complete that would basically help the raccoons that are I don't want to say they're given places to live, but there are dens for them that are man-made, and they do use them. And so Bella's group had to go in there, and if the raccoons were in the den, they would have to I had an itch. They would have to go work somewhere else, but there was always work to be done, whether it be cutting back, overhanging tree limbs or branches or whatever, not limbs, but branches, or, raking or what have you. There was plenty to be done, and she would come home from the physical part of this aspect just exhausted. Just exhausted. She would take a nap every Saturday. She had to do that for like a couple of months, and they had to work more than just a couple hours, So so that was good, and part of the Q&A was perhaps there will be a group that wants to pick raccoons, and I think I'm gonna have to ask her, but I think she was talking to the 8th graders from Warner, and because the 10th and 12th graders have very different subject matter that they will be tuned into and volunteering service hours towards. But anyways, yeah, so it's a big old thing, and I think it's a really cool experience. I wish there was something like that when I was coming up. Maybe I would have been, I don't know. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Look at, I almost have one. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know I took that little one out, but this is crazy. Anyway, so I want to say next year is learning about how the local government works and how things get done. And it makes me think of that Schoolhouse Rock song. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. I'm just sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, what's happening here? Oh. Is that more than one? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, come on. Anyways, so I think they have finally found really cool ways to be engaging on, especially on the service hour things, where the kids can be engaged and develop, a sense of empathy, and, oh no, crud. Okay, where am I at right now? Boom, 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 shoot. felt a whole bunch of roots break. I don't know which one lost the roots. So it's like a big old LA highway right here between all these different roots. Okay, that's it. I couldn't do it anymore. Alright, that's a pretty good root ball on there. So, let's do this one. Oh, shoot. Alright. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. I'm just sitting here on Capitol. Oh, what is that? That's pretty big. Okay. So this one is the Balm mix. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I told you or not, but you know, Bella loves buying wigs, but usually it's something that is a Comic-Con type of thing, you know. She's cosplaying some character in some show she watches for Halloween or something like that, you know. And I didn't remember her getting the little pixie, black-haired pixie one that she has. And when I saw her, I was thinking, wow, how'd she get her hair styled like that? That's really pretty. And then while I waited for her to come out so I could take her to school in the morning, her head hit the sunlight and I saw how dark it was. And I knew that she hadn't, I knew that she hadn't colored her hair. So I asked if she was wearing a wig. She goes, yeah. But when did you get that? She goes, I've had it. Well, she had it parted in the middle before. And it just looked so cool, parted on the side. And so she wore the wig for the presentation. Well, guess what came in the mail that Miss Bella ordered for herself? So it came in the mail yesterday. I had a feeling of what it was. That's what it felt like. But she confirmed it. I don't know whose root that is. Anyways. Oops. So, she got it today. I forgot to tell her it came in yesterday. And she came out of her room this morning before I normally wake her up. Oh, there we go. Oh my God. One more root separating it, and we are done. Anyways, and she came out looking, outside and that's what made me remember, oh yeah, you got a package. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Look at here, look at here, look at here. Look at that one. Ooh, doggy. It's gonna be beautiful. Can you see that? It's a pretty good root ball there. Alright. And again, I'm just holding these over until sometime Sunday or Monday. That was a pretty big chunk. All right. Where did I put that one? Oh, right there. There. Now, So, anyways, what was I saying? I don't remember. Anyways. Oh, the wig. So she takes her package back to her room, right, this morning, and I didn't ask her what it was. She seemed pretty excited about it. And she orders, sometimes she orders statues, wigs. You never know what it's going to be with her. You just don't. Let me add a little bit more base here. Okay. So anyway, she comes back out a little while later, and she's got a new wig on. And it's long, straight hair. And she got it from Target. She's all, it feels like real hair. And she's right. It does. It feels like real hair. And she's going to cut it. I'm all, are you going to wear it to school? She goes, yeah, but I'm going to style it first. So I think she needs to go to cosmetology school during ROP. She can do that in junior year if she gets her shit together. All right. Here's the tag. Nope. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. Okay. Now, I still have, this as well. 1, 2. But I'm not prepared for that yet. So we're gonna let that one just drain a little bit. I'm gonna water these in real quick, get the dirt off the leaves, and then we'll go for a walk in the garden. Well, we'll go for a walk to the old strawberry patch, which will now be known as, well, I don't know what it's going to be known as. It can't be the corn patch because there's a bunch of other stuff there too. So, whatever it ends up being. Wait till you see it. Okay, hold on. I'm just trying to get these leaves cleaned off without drowning the plant. Oops. Okay. There we go. I'm going to take my jacket off. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, whoops. Whoa. Alright. So this is the Panorama Red. This one already started branching out, so that's in good shape. This one is also in good shape as long as I didn't mess up the root ball too much. This one right here is that little baby from the Splarton mix. It's also Balm. Okay. And then these are the 3 that I transplanted as well, but they're the bigger ones. So, I cannot wait to get these in the ground. Brett has been bugging me for flowers. He goes, how do you expect to grow anything? You don't have any pollinators. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, he does listen to me, because I've never heard him say that, but I've heard myself say that plenty of times. So, again, this is a more salmon. I have potted those. This is Agastaki right here. Looks like the petticoat columbine is sprouting in this one, but the other ones not so much. So let's get that out of the water. I don't want that sitting in water. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is take you for a little walk. So let's go. I am so hungry right now, it's not even funny. Alright, here we go. So, yarrow, is that yarrow? I believe that is yarrow. There's my chitalpa. So it looks like nothing more than a little plant, right? But I promise you, this thing could reach as high as 6 feet tall this year and 10 feet next year. Hell, it could reach 10 feet this year, to be honest with you. So I put it right here so that it will block some of that brutal afternoon sun to the greenhouse. I mean, it's miserable in there. I hear Rose whining at me. Let's see where she's at. Oh, are you stuck inside? You're not stuck inside. You could go around the back and get out. Come on, little brat. She waited till she heard me close to the door. Oh, look out, kid. All right, let me put stuff down. Let's go check it out. Oh, the baby. It's her, the baby. Oh, the baby. I don't trust this little brat. Not even a little bit. Okay. Ta-da! Look at there. Look at this. I have the roots cleared from, let's see, I can't really see in the sun. From right there onto the fence. I got to do the same thing with this, which Brett just finished cutting out for me this morning while I was working on clearing the roots. And once that's done, I am going to transplant all of this stuff here except for the tomatoes. And so basically the peppers and the onions are going in the ground, and then this is going to be a big old block of corn. So I don't trust you, Rose. You blew it by biting me, yo. Now I don't trust you. I love you, but I'm gonna love you from afar. Oh, look at these snap peas. Oh my goodness, they are loving their life, which I'm happy. I'm happy for that. I love snap peas. At the old house, I would grow them all along the, whoops. Oh, Rose, what are you doing? Whoa. I had a T-post fence and around the garden because Junior and his girlfriend had a pit bull. And I didn't want her trampling, the garden. So, come on, dude. What are you doing? I'm trying to get it to go somewhere besides on the next plant. Anyway, so I grew snap peas along most of the fence. And it turned out that that dog, I don't know if you remember Sky. That was the dog's name. But Sky ended up loving snap peas, so I couldn't get any. She would eat them up before I could harvest. At least the ones on the, look at this pile of stuff here. I don't know if you can see that. The bolts, nails, or that's not a nail, that's also, well, it's screw and bolt, whatever. And then I got, look at all this stuff that came. You see all this stuff? I think that there was a workshop out here. Yeah. Because I actually found a screwdriver in here this morning as well. But there's just been a ton in this general area as a whole. There's been a ton of, hardware. Bolts and washers and nails and such, but there's a lot in there, so yeah. Anyways, oh no, that's from me. I noticed the when I first looked over there, I thought I was looking at a mound, but I took a hollyhock out of there. I'm clearing all of this, and the bee balm will be going in here. I'm removing everything from behind the pomegranate, and nothing will go there. We want nice, good airflow there. I transplanted the chives. They were here, and they were struggling because they didn't have any water, since it stopped raining, basically. But I transplanted them. Those orange petals are from pomegranate flowers. Anyways, I transplanted them yesterday, and they were in the shade here for most of the day. They're doing really good. They feel a little tangled, but it'll all work itself out. It's gonna be fine. So, yeah. Boy, I really am looking forward to finally being done here. But as you know, there is no such thing as being done, right? Oh, let me grab a drink of water real quick, because my throat is really dry. I'm going to let you look at these while I drink real quick. Whoa. Sorry. I know that's wonky, huh? Anyways. Gotta open it. Oh yeah, baby. Anyways. So, I put the stock seed that you and Steven sent me in here. I also put some alyssum, and I put 2 more salmon salvia in here. And look what happened to this one. You're never going to guess what I found in here. I found roly-polies. And each one that I find, I pick up and throw out into the yard. But when I first found one, I tried to grab it. Oh, look, there it is right there. A perfect hole for the roly-poly. Look at this. Hold on. See that? That's where that sucker went down. I couldn't get... He went into that hole before I could grab him. So... Take that. No. Anyway, so yeah, this thing has been devastated. Hopefully it can bounce back and everything will be okay. But look, here's some stock. Wait, let me pull you back some. Here's some stock. The bigger leaves are the stock. I had some old sweet pea, what do you call it, seeds, and they probably won't, do anything, but I also put those in there. So if everything blooms, this is going to be a just glorious planter, full of color and beautiful smells. And even if we only have the stock and the alyssum, it's still going to smell fantastic. All right, so before I wrap it up and go into the house and get me something to eat, let me show you the strawberries. Oops. Let's see, I got one down here that needs to be picked. Another one here that needs to be picked. Yeah, so that's what I gotta do. There's my little patch of echinacea. I think we're gonna have a pretty good showing this year. I need to water the ones in the front. Those are struggling. I never water there. It's just such a pain in the ass to bring the bring the hose around to it. Look at this is the screwdriver that I found in the dirt when I was pulling out roots. Oh my goodness, that is something else, huh? Is that a wooden hand? No, that's not. Oh, look, see the red stripe? You know what that probably is? Probably a Craftsman. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna put that right there for now. Okay. Just bear with me, Mom. How do I turn this? Oh, here it is. Oh my God, I'm a mess. Okay. It's time for me to go in, wash up, and have some breakfast, and rest up for Rose. Don't you eat his food. Rose. Don't you do that. Go eat your food. Go. Sorry. What a brat. She's such a brat. Anyways, I'm going to go out and work some more roots later. Yeah, it's probably, what is it? It's almost noon, so I don't want to be out there in the, the heat of the day. I might come out for a little bit after I eat. Anyways, I swear I'm going to hang up. All right. Love you. Hope you're having a great day. We'll talk to you later, Mom. Bye.